I'm on my way to the airport. I'm doing Phoenix to Ontario, California. It's dark, 7 p.m. So we don't change our time here. I know the time change. Spring fall back hasn't started yet, but Arizona doesn't do that anyway. But it still gets dark earlier here. So it's 7 p.m. and it's already dark. So it's raining too. So I'm going to park in the parking garage. My hand's itching. That means I'm going to... My mom used to always say that if your hand itches, you're going to get some money. So right now I'm passing our employee parking lot because it's you'd have to walk in the rain. They have a shuttle that drives around to pick us up, but I'm just going to go to the parking structure and we get a really good discount. It's one stop when I park at the employee parking lot. When I park at the parking structure, then the next stop is my terminal. So it makes it easier. I have 30 minutes to get to the plane. I always seem to make it. It's the first time that it's rained all day in Phoenix for me. Usually it'll rain and make a mess out of everything, cars, everything, and then it stops. But when I got back this morning, because I did a trip last night, so I got back this morning, it was raining, just sprinkling, and then on and off, hard all day. So hopefully it's the weekend. Hope there's parking spots in the garage because it's number one, it's the weekend, so people are traveling. It's always busy. And then two, everyone wants to park in the parking garage because it's raining, including Connie. So I hope there's one left for me. Back in the morning, and then tomorrow night I do Fresno. So I'm doing a 4-day stretch. The first day was Medford, and the second night was Ontario. Then tonight is Ontario. This is my third night. And then my fourth night will be Fresno, California. FAT. BAT. Oops. So now I'm pulling into the parking structure. And it says the first 2 floors are full. I mean, I probably could drive around and I probably could find one on the first or second, but I'm just gonna go up to, I usually go up to 6. I don't know if there'll be anything to tape tonight. Video tonight depends on what goes on. I had stuff going on last night. I wish I was videotaping, but not like I could videotape the passengers. It's just, I was in the front the last 2 trips, so my first 2 nights, Medford and Ontario last night, I was in the front. You know, I'm not talking about passengers, but you know, when we're boarding, I'm up front and the passenger works his way back to me like we're just boarding, I don't know, you know, maybe 15 people are on or whatever, and I see him coming back up to me. He doesn't have a bag, but obviously something's wrong because he's coming back towards me. But he wasn't far enough back to go to the other flight attendant. She has no clue. He's up front, but he's not in first class. And he comes back to tell me that somebody's in his seat. And I get it, you know, he doesn't want to have confrontation and somebody's in his seat, you know, that's not his fault. So I tell him, you know, I can't walk back there right now because, I think I wanted to park on 6. Okay, I remember I'm on 7. Because then I'll get stuck back there. I just can't do that. Let me call the other flight attendant and she'll come up to your seat. What seat are you? And he said he's 7. So she goes, and so I call her up and I said, this gentleman with whatever color shirt on, he's in 7, somebody's in a seat, 7 Delta. And so she said, okay, so she wouldn't handle it. Then so she tells me later that the person that's in his seat is 17. So he just sees 7 and just sits down. So she kindly asked him that, because 17's in the back by the bathroom, and this other gentleman wants his seat, 7D. Can I see your ticket, boarding pass? One, to make sure he's on the right plane, because when we have 2 people saying that they're in the same seat, we always want to make sure. I'm going to park between 2 cars. We always want to make sure they're on the right aircraft. So she always asks for the boarding pass. We always do. So she's saying 17, but she was checking 2 to make sure he's on the right plane, just to verify. And she goes, oh, this is 17, sir, you're in the wrong seat. And he was like, okay, got up. And the other guy got in his seat. And then she just, she told me that afterwards. But anyway, that happened last night. I'm gonna get on the train. It's only 1 stop, and the train comes every 4 minutes. And then my gate is really close tonight, but I'm not running late or anything. So this is the train station, one of them. So I'm waiting for the train, I just missed it. And then it's gonna take me to Terminal 4, my terminal. And then I'll go through KCM, which is employee security. The last 2 nights I got pre-selected, random. I always do. I don't know. They're on me for some reason. It happens to a lot of us, where you'll get it once, and then you'll get it every night. Alrighty, waiting for my ride to the terminal 4. See you later. So I'm in the airport and I'm in the store shopping because our plane is delayed. Whenever it rains in Phoenix, it just slows down the inbound flights. I kind of knew that. Our plane's coming from St. George, Utah. I don't know if you'll hear my voice or not because Mariah's screaming in the background. But I wanted to show you what caught my attention is the Stevie Nicks and the Tupac magazine right next to each other. I thought that was classic. Tupac and Stevie Nicks. I'm gonna go float around. The music's too loud in here. To buy stuff at the airport, but I guess once it gets close to the holidays, people get desperate. We get a discount. It's not a lot, but it's something. I like turquoise, but I like it from the Indian reservation. That's where I like it from. It's pretty. Alright, I'm gonna go check on my plane. This is the line right here, customer service, for the people who the flights are canceled or they missed their flight. So I'm still waiting for my plane to arrive from St. George. All the planes are delayed tonight. So that's what happens when it rains. It's nice to get rain, but we know when it rains that we're gonna have delays. So it's only an hour flight from St. George, but still. And then it's 50-minute flight from Phoenix to Ontario, California. So I'm glad it's a short flight, so it won't be too bad. Hopefully everybody's having their dinner and getting drinks and stuff, so they're probably just going to sleep. They're not going to want anything. You know, probably just a few people. I'm in the back tonight. So, okay, we'll see what happens when we're going to leave. Just sitting here hiding in the corner. Okay, so remember I said earlier, the customer service line? Look how long it is now for all the cancellations tonight. And that's it way up there. Look how long it is, all these people. And there's only 2 people up there working. I mean, it's late tonight. And they gotta help each person rebook their flight. This is what happens when the weather's bad. And I'm still here. I'm hiding now. Not that I'm rude, I like to help people, but I'm trying to videotape when people want to ask me about their flight, and I don't know, I have nothing to do, I don't know. My flight's late, and I don't know what, you know, so they're asking me about their flight. I'm like, I don't know. It's raining, everything's delayed. Like, why are the planes late? Because inbound flights slow down when there's weather. That's at every airport. It's a safety thing, you know, when they slow down the landing. So, there we go. But that customer service line that I showed you, that's where you go to see if you can get another flight tonight. 9 times out of 10, you're not. And then they'll try to put you on the next flight, which is tomorrow. And then they'll try to get you accommodated. So they have to take one person at a time, and there was 2 people helping. So, because by the time the people get here and get off the plane, if their plane is here, that it's gone already, you know? Like, they can't wait, unfortunately. Okay, I'll check back in with you maybe when I get to my room. I don't think I've done a Ontario hotel. I don't know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. Showing you the room. So my place was to leave at 8:15 tonight, and it's leaving at, it just pulled in right now, so we'll probably leave at 10:15. So I'll be getting to Ontario late tonight. So I will be doing a room tour tonight. Thank you. I'll be going to bed. And I'll talk to you guys in the morning when I get back to Phoenix. So I'm going to get down to the plane now. They're deplaning, and then they're going to clean it, and then we're going to board. All right. Talk to you later. Good morning. It's the next morning, of course. Ontario, California. We're on our way back to Phoenix. Last night, we got to our room at midnight. When we got to the airport last night in Ontario, I think it was like around 11:15. Other crew members from different airlines, they were already scheduled for the shuttle. So we had to wait for them to go to the hotel and come back and pick us up. So that's why we didn't get to the hotel till midnight. So it was a short overnight, just a few hours of sleep. So I'm trying to hold my camera phone far away. Don't look too close.